CS3B. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So may I request everyone to please turn on your camera. Okay. So last time I told you to have your okay. So may I let's check first. Now I told you last time. I inform everyone to whenever you join or whenever we are having our online class, to please wear your school uniform while joining our online class. Okay, so do not join our online class without wearing your school uniform. You need to wear your school uniform because every after the class, we will be having our picture taking, and that print screen is to be posted in our Google Classroom, will be monitored by the top management. So there is a need for you to wear your school uniform while joining our online class. So reminders lang. So last meeting, no, if you can still remember, we used to discuss about the topic, no, intended for computer science, like this one. Uh, I used to show some examples, no, on how are you going to create a title. I guess that was in a notepad. So if you can still remember this particular example, no, if you don't have any idea on what's the difference, no, on how are you going to create a title related to computer science field. So we have here some one example now last time. Like for example, the scenario is the particular organization doesn't have facial recognition for the entry, no, for entrance. So we have two different professionals, like for example, person number one or professional number one. Then we have also person number two, can be a professional number two. So they noticed that the organization doesn't have facial recognition upon entry. So meaning the attendance, no, being recorded manually. So there is no digital included during the entrance. So person number one or professional number one propose system. So he or she create a title like development of facial recognition system for XYZ school. So that is for person number one. So in that particular type of title proposal, that is under systems development type of title proposal. Did you follow? Then here comes the second professional, no? Same problem, no facial recognition. So the title that he or she proposed is the following: enhancement of algorithm for blank blank. When we say this, that, that's the particular algorithm name. Like for example, enhancement of that algorithm, whatever the name of that algorithm, for high accuracy result of facial recognition. Like for example, using NLP, enhancement of NLP algorithm for high accuracy result of facial recognition. So meaning, dito development, dito enhancement of an actual algo. So can you notice the difference? Nakita niyo yung difference ng pinropose na title? So is there anyone who can share an idea? Ano yung na-notice nyo sa title? First title, Development of Facial Recognition System for XYZ School. Yung unang professional, yun yung pinropose niya. The second person proposed a title like Enhancement of blank 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 algorithm. That blank algorithm, that's the name of the algorithm. No? Like for example, NLP, image processing, and some other algorithm for high accuracy result of facial recognition. So what do you notice? Anyone? Yes. Can we hear from Santiago? What do you notice, Santiago?
Sir, yung ano po, yung sa development po is ibig sabihin po nun, parang gagawa po siya ng bagong system. And then po yung sa person 2, yun po yung parang improvement ng existing na system.
Okay. So obviously, whether there is an existing or without an existing system. Like for example, if there is no existing system, then umpisahan natin sa person number 1. If the scenario there is no existing system, then person number 1 propose a development of facial recognition system for XYZ school. So meaning, this development means person number 1 trying to develop from the scratch the actual system, the hardware, the settings, setup, connection, no, networking of particular system, meaning the actual development and implementation of the system needs to be developed, regardless whether or not during the development they are going to use several libraries. During the development, they are going to use several API. During the development, they are going to use from the scratch coding, regardless how they develop. But the main goal is to create or to develop the system that is capable of facial recognition for XYZ and to deploy the system. So yun yung main goal, i-develop nila, i-deploy nila using the existing algorithm. Pero hindi yun yung focus nila, yung algo. Gagamitin nila yung mismong available na mga API, available na libraries. So what is available readily to be used for the development, gagawin nila yon to develop the system. So that's the proposal of the first person. You follow? Ngayon, for the second person, like for example, the same problem, walang existing system in that particular school. Wala pang existing, as in wala. Then the second person propose a title like Enhancement of blank algorithm or name of an algorithm for high accuracy result of facial recognition. So, meaning to say, whether or not meron mang system currently deployed o walang system currently deployed, ang target nila is yung enhancement mismo ng particular algorithm for facial recognition. So meaning, they are going now to look for facial recognition algorithms. They are going now to do the research how the facial recognition how facial recognition functionalities works. And then they are going to enhance that to produce more accurate result. And then they are going to test whether or not they really improve and they really successfully enhance the algorithm. So meaning, meron pa rin silang development, i-develop pa rin nila, pero ang goal nila, ang pinaka main goal nila is to enhance the algorithm used for that particular facial recognition. Ano man ang name ng algo, i-enhance nila yon, modify nila yung instruction, yung source code, to produce more accurate. Then, paano nila may produce yung more accurate result? With the help of testing. So, they are going to look for particular algorithm that is capable of facial recognition. So, once they find that algorithm's name related to facial recognition, they are going to read several studies on how this algorithm works. They are going to study how this algorithm improves the accuracy, and then that's the only time that they can find the ways on how to enhance that algorithm, imo-modify nila ngayon yung source code. You follow? So once they modify the source code, they need to test whether or not the previous result of the current algorithm without modification in what percentage of accuracy after scanning the facial of particular individual. And then how about the accuracy after enhancement and modification of particular algo? So recorded yon during sa testing. So meaning to say, development, sa pangalawa, algorithm mismo ang gagawin. Sir, do we need to develop the system? The answer is, it's up to you. No? It's up to you if you're going to create the system or you can just simply do the testing. Basta, you can prove that the algorithm really works and it really enhance the previous algorithm. So like for example, gusto nyong i-continue sa development, then you can continue the development. But in your title, do not mention. What you need to mention is the enhancement mismo ng algo. Okay? Like for example, enhancement of blank algorithm and so on. Okay? So that is why I have posted several examples ito. Okay? And I told you last time to do the research related to genetic algorithms. Can you still remember? Can you still remember, class? I told you last time to do the research about genetic algorithms, which is related to resource allocation for cloud computing. Okay, so it's about time now to discuss what you have read during that time, okay? So, is there's anyone here in the class, no, who are done already with reading several related literatures about genetic algorithms? Do we have some? Okay, sino yung naka-research? Sample natin. So we can discuss. More on hardware po yung number. Tapos po sa to yung upgrade po ng process algo. Okay, very good, Mr. Torres. Okay, so now let's proceed with your assignment. I told you last time to do the research about genetic algorithms, how it works, and then try to create a rationale. Okay, who get the assignment? Anyone? Wala? Paano yan? Wala kayong assignment. Paano yan? You haven't done your assignment. Patay tayo dyan. Have you fully understood how to formulate your proposal? Ito. So if there's no assignment, so lahat kayo ay 0 score for week number 2 assignment. Actually, non-graded naman yon kasi assignment pa lang yon. Practice, di ba? Nabanggit ko last time. Practice. Pero maganda sana kung merong gumawa. O sino yung nag-raise ng hand kanina? Kasi kailangan, I need to diagnose whether or not you really understand what we are talking about last meeting. So, sino yung nagtaas ng kamay kanina? Yes, Senric.
Sir, yung last time po nung meeting natin nung PEP2F, ano lang po yung tinuro nyo yung mag-group tapos yung wala po kayong nabanggit na assignment po about yan, sir.
Wala ba?
Last
Sa
time po.
3B? Hindi ko kayo napa-search ng genetic algorithms?
Hindi po, sir eh. Yung pinokus nyo po yung sa groupings po natin.
Pero yung sa notepad, tas yun natin kanina, na-example natin yun last time?
Opo, sir.
Oo. So hindi ko kayo nasabihan. So dapat kasi, You need to practice Practice first. Okay, so by the way, kailangan i-proceed natin dun sa ano, kaso yung thesis ng isang section kasi hindi kayo nagkasabay na una kayo ngayon. By next meeting kasi, I'll gonna ask you now to try doing the proposal. Okay, so let me open the title proposal format. Thesis format, docs, title. Okay, so this is the title proposal format, no? So let me open another version, yung more detailed. Napin ko muna yung more detailed, yung may example na. Title proposal template. Hanapin ko muna yung meron akong ginawang example. Meron akong ginawa ditong example. Okay, so ito yung second proposal, sample 1, sample 2, sample dash 2. Meron tayong isa ditong sample dash 3. Doon tayo sa sample dash 2 para mas maano. Updated 24, 2022, 3. Ang laman ng updated. Ano yung isa? Introduction to sample content. Dito sa introduction, sample na laman ng introduction. Edit ko na para ano nyo na kaagad. Okay. So sa introduction, brief overview. So ito yon. Brief overview. Ito yung laman nun. Ito yon. Brief overview. Pero dapat pag ginawa nyo, wala to ha. Wala yan. Guide lang yan. Did you follow, class? Did you follow?
Sa nga nito tapos ano, Luboro.
Ito wala to. Yan.
Lights, dalawa.
Ito ay guide. Parang may naka-open na mic. Kanino ba 'yon? Okay, so the font color text, ito yung guide. Meaning, once you create your introduction, hindi nyo yan isasama. Guide yan kung ano yung gagawin nyo dito. Did you follow? You follow, class? Okay, the next one is explanation of the relevance. Okay, ito yon. Ito yung sample. Tinransfer ko na para explanation ng relevance. Ito yon. Relevance and significance. Then, statement of the problem sa third paragraph. Ibawasan natin to para hindi ganun kara. Pero sa inyo, huwag niyong bawasan. Kailangan yung explain ng maayos. Dito, sample lang, guide lang. Tapos, dito yung title. Tapos, proponent. Member's name, member's name. Hanggang 3 members. Tapos yung title nyo dito kung ano yung title. This is your introduction, okay? The first paragraph of your introduction, you need to include what your proposed research topic is all about. So it's all about the proposed topic. So kung may target na kayo na topic na ipo-propose, you need to discuss in your first paragraph of introduction. Kuha? So once you are done with the discussion about your proposed topic, for your second paragraph, you need also to discuss the explanation of the relevance and significance of your proposed topic. So gaano ba siya kaimportante? Nakaka-apekto ba siya sa community? How relevant? How significant? So you need to explain in your second paragraph. And then in your third paragraph of under your introduction, here in third paragraph, you need to mention the general problem. At the same time, what are those problems you noticed, no? Uh, after reading the same study from the same research from other author. So ito yung magiging guide ng title proposal ninyo before you come up with your title proposal. So meaning it is very important for you to read first the related literature. Yun yung usual na nasa chapter 2 na. Pero kailangan unahin nyo kasi yung pagbabasa nun. We called it data gathering. You follow? Okay? So, meaning, ito yung magiging template ng title nyo, title proposal. That is number 2. Ang number 1, ito yung may sample tayo na may laman na title proposal document number 1 contains the actual title, like for example, this one. Proposed title is optimizing the efficiency of sorting algorithm using machine learning. O, example, ito yun. Buksan natin yung sample number 2. I-update natin yung sample number 2. Example, yun yung title. Yan. So ito yung number 1, example number 1. Tas number 2, introduction. Yan. Under introduction, example, the proposed research seeks to improve the efficiency and so on. So example, ito yung sample natin. Sample sa first paragraph, ito, introduction. Yan, what your proposed research topic is all about. Yan, ito yun, guide, no? Ito yung guide nyo. Nyari, ito. Yan. Kunyari, ito yung first paragraph ninyo. Ayan. So you need to discuss, so like for example, brief overview of the proposed research topic. Example, the proposed research seeks to improve the efficiency and so on. Yun yung first paragraph. Related dito sa title. And then, sample background and context. Paragraph number 2, ayan. You need to explain the relevance and significance. Ito naman yun. Pinulido na natin para may guide kayo kung paano nyo buuhin yung chapter 1. Introduction rather. Sa introduction ng third paragraph introduction, ito yon. Statement of the problem. You need to mention the general problem or research questions. So mga instructions yan Yan. Ganyan natin. Ito naman. So, meaning ito, wag nyo i-include yung mga instructions, no? Ito naman yung sample. Sample sa first paragraph. But you need to create your own, no? Based on your proposed title. Second paragraph, ito, explanation of the relevance and significance of the under pa rin yan ng introduction. So, in third paragraph, you need to mention the statement of the problem, no? Ito. So that completes the entire introduction. So the second one is background of the study. Itong updated. So background of the study. So yung background, that is number 3, third. Yan. Automate. Background and context. Number 3, background and context. Ang gagawin nyo dyan is existing literatures, no? Provide a comprehensive overview of sorting algorithms. Ayan, ito. Instruction ulit ito. Example, sorting algorithms include their characteristics, complexities, and applications. However, the performance of traditional sorting algorithms may be suboptimal for specific datasets or problem instance. This research aims to leverage machine learning. So ito yung sample na ilalagay nyo pero hindi ito yung actual na ilalagay nyo. Depende dun ito lang yung sample, okay? Provide literature, existing literatures, Anuhin natin to. Ayan. Kulayan natin. Ayan. So, yan yung sample instruction. Tapos, ito yung sample na part lang ng paragraph. Pero, napaka-konti nito. Dapat, marami kang i-mention about existing. So, saan galing to? Coming from the study, no, na binasa nyo from other author or other research study. Dito nyo i-mention paano ba gumana yung existing algo na yon. Did you follow? Did you follow, class? Okay? So, ina-arrange na natin to, no, ng ano, para alam nyo kung ano yung possible na content. Lagay natin sa updated ng background. Ito yon, summary. Ito yung pinaka ano niya. Ayan, summary of existing literature. Ito yung mga guide. Ito yun, summary of existing literature and topics. You need also to discuss the previous research theory and findings. Ito. Yan yung checklist nyo sa laman ng background. So meaning to say, at least sa paragraph nyo, present itong tatlong priority under background. You follow? Dapat meron kayong paragraph dito na present yung hinahanap nyo yan. Mention nyo dito. Oops. Same din dito. Same din dito. So meaning, ito, so pag nabuo nyo yung second paragraph, proceed to third paragraph. Ayan. So ang laman ng first paragraph, ayan, yung summary of existing literature related to the research. So kung ano yung topic na target nyo, kung like for example, that's genetic algorithm. So you need to mention about genetic algorithm, the summary. Pero hindi yun yung sa inyo mismong study. When we say background, when we say literature, you need to mention how the genetic algorithm works from the current related literature that you have read from other study. Nakuha nyo, class? Yun yung tinutukoy dyan. The second paragraph, you need to discuss the previous research theories and findings. So meaning to say, meron silang results and discussions doon sa study nila, di ba? And then what happened during that time doon sa study nila. So meaning, hindi sa inyo yon. Background yon of the previous study. Doon yun sa binabasa nyo na related literature. Did you follow? Can you raise your thumbs up if you follow the instruction? Okay. Ito yon ang laman. So sa third instruction, under background, you need to identify the gaps. So ito na ngayon. Titignan nyo, ano ba yung hindi nila nagawa? No? What are those gaps? Yung hindi nagawa ng study na binasa ninyo na related sa, example lang, ang focus ng proposed title nyo ay related sa genetic algorithms. Ano ba yung, after reading, ano ba yung hindi nila nagawa? What are those gaps? What are those lapses? What are those recommendations na sana nagawa nila pero di nila nagawa? So you need to mention in your third paragraph dito. Follow? So meaning, these are the expected or anticipated content of your background of the study or background and context. Yun ang expected na laman. Okay? Yung mga yon. So, once you propose the title, yun kaagad ang titignan natin dito. How about, kamusta ang background? Kamusta ang background dun sa binasa yung mga related literature? Did you follow? So, here comes, makakagawa na kayo ng objectives. Ang ilan na yun? 3, so 4. Ayan. In your objectives, ito naman ang laman. Primary objective, dapat meron muna. Ito. mention nyo muna sa objectives nyo very clearly. Mention nyo muna the primary objective of the research are as follows. O, yun yun. Lalagay nyo na ngayon dito yung mga specific objective. Example. Ito, example. To analyze the performance of various sorting algorithm under different dataset characteristics and problem constraints. Objective number 2, to develop machine learning models capable of predicting the most suitable sorting algorithm and so on. Sample lang yan. Pero yung sa inyo, dapat ibang laman dyan. Depends upon your study. Okay? So, sample ito. Lipat natin para may guide kayo. Example, ito yon. Ito, instructions to. Ayan, mga instructions yan. Clearly state the research objectives and goals. Explanation of what the study aims to achieve. O, yan yung sa objectives, no? So, meron kayong specific and general. Example, ito yung example natin. Ayan. Pero do not include the bullet type. Walang bullet type. Tanggal yan. Ayan. Bakit ganito? Wait lang. Hindi nagpantay. Okay, ganyan. Sige nga, instructions lang naman yan. So ito yun, no? To analyze, example. Objective, ang gagawin nyo dyan, number 1. Ayan. Tapos pangalawa, 2, number 2. Sample lang yan, ha? 3, number 3. Tapos 4. Starts lahat yan ng 2. 2. Okay. So, notice, ayan. Tapos ayusin nyo yung format. Dapat ganyan. Oops. So, dapat ganyan. Okay. So, example, ito yung laman ng objectives. Ito yun. Gumagalaw. So, yun yung instructions, no, ng objectives. The primary objectives of this research are as follows: to analyze the performance of various algorithms under different datasets. So, kung ito yung first objective nyo, make sure that you've mentioned the problem related to that objective in your last paragraph of introduction dito. Statement of the problem. Did you follow? Did you follow, class? Okay. So, kailangan na-mention nyo dito. Kasi doon sa chapter 1, 2, 3 nyo, kapag pinropose nyo na yung actual chapter 1, 2, 3, you need to include the statement of the problem. Dito sa proposal, hindi nyo nabanggit ang statement of the problem, specific statement of the problem, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, wala. So, introduction na lang ang laman, di ba? And then, automatically, nagpo-proceed ka agad sa background and context. So, where are you going to mention those problems? Dito sa, ito, yung third paragraph ng introduction ng proposal ninyo. Di ba? Ito yung introduction. First paragraph, brief overview. Second paragraph, explanation ng relevance and significance. Sa third paragraph, dito nyo banggitin yung mga problems. Ayan, no? So, meaning, kung ano yung objective number 1 nyo, ito, to analyze the performance of various sorting algorithms under different datasets. problem constraints, and problem constraints. So meaning, you need to mention about the problem related to objective number 1. Ayan, mention nyo dito. So, statement of the problem mentioned in the general problem or research question. In paragraph form, third general problem, general problem. Okay, inaano ko na lang to. Baka malito kayo, no? In paragraph form, third general problem, baka malito kayo dito. Tanggalin natin to. How to collect kasi facial recognition tong in-example last time. So dito, tanggalin natin to ha. Ilalagay natin dito sa instruction, statement of the problem mentioned in general problem. Ay. So tanggalin natin to para di kayo malito. Statement of the problem or research question statement. So, gagawin nyo dito, mention the general problem that you are trying to solve. Nakuha nyo, class? Dito nyo i-mention sa third paragraph ng introduction. You need to mention the general problem that you are trying to solve based on your readings. Yung mga na-identify nyo, yung mga na-notice nyo from related literatures, no, na mga nabasa nyo or related sa proposed title or focus algorithm that you are trying to solve. You need to mention the general problem. And then to solve and the specific problems that you've mentioned in your objectives. Did you follow? Ibig sabihin, sa objective nyo, you have your objective number 1, to analyze the performance of various sorting algorithm under different data sets. So, ano bang problem na equivalent nito? So, dito, in your last paragraph, so example tayo, example. Example, paste natin to. Example, dun sa objective number 1 mo is to analyze the performance of various sorting algorithm under different data sets, characteristics, and problem constraints. To analyze the performance of various sorting algorithm under different datasets, performance of various sorting algorithms. O like for example, ang problem nyo dito ay to. To analyze the performance of various sorting algorithms under different dataset, characteristics, and problem constraints. Okay. Sample ang problem nyo dito ay how to determine, like for example, starts how. Nag-start kayo ng how. Kunyari, minention nyo ito. Statement mention the general problem. You've noticed, no? Kasi sorting ang title nyo dito. Ayan, sorting. Optimizing the efficiency of sorting algorithm using machine learning techniques and comparative study. Like for example, so dahil comparative yan, like for example, first problem nyo dito is how to determine how to differentiate. Ayan, how to, like for example, how to how to determine, how to differentiate. Ayan, how to differentiate. Pwede rin how to differentiate. Differentiate. Oops. Yan, how to differentiate sorting algorithms. How to differentiate individual, how to differentiate individual sorting algorithms performance. How to differentiate individual sorting algorithms performance. Yan, performance. Performance, analyze the performance of versioning algorithms under different datasets, characteristics, and yan, so ano. How to differentiate individual sorting algorithms performance in different various sorting algorithms under different ayan, various sorting algorithm. How do we performance under performance under different dataset characteristics. Ayan. Datasets, characteristics, and problem constraints. Ibig sabihin, class, ano ito? In paragraph form. Hindi nyo lalagyan ng number 1, number 2, hindi. Kasi proposal to eh. Yan. Doon lang yung lagyan ng numbering sa pag nag-propose na kayo ng chapter 1, 2, 3. Okay? Example dito sa paragraph saan ba ito? Okay, introduction. Ito yung paragraph number 3, di ba? Ayan. In paragraph number 3, ganito yung pagpo-formulate. Ayan. first problem to na na-identify nyo. How to differentiate individual sorting algorithms performance under different datasets, characteristics, and problem constraints, and so on. Example, yan yung una yung poproblemahin. So, you answered that in your objective, number 1. Para ma-differentiate nyo yon, kaya ito yung sagot nyo sa objective number 1. To analyze the performance of various sorting algorithm under different dataset, characteristics, and problem constraints. So bakit may objective number 1 kang ganyan? Because you've mentioned in your introduction that you are having a problem on how to differentiate individual sorting algorithms performance under different datasets, characteristics, and problem constraints. Kaya meron kayong objective na to analyze the performance of various sorting algorithms under different datasets, characteristics, and problem constraints. So bakit nabuo yan? Because of your previous problem mentioned in your introduction. Nakuha niyo ang pagkakabuo ng objective, class? Nasundan? So meaning, hindi yung basta gumawa lang kayo ng objectives dito. May pinanggagalingan. So you've mentioned in your statement of the problem, example, may mga binanggit muna kayo dito, general problem, that, ano yung na notice nyo doon sa readings niyo, no, ng related literature. And then nilagay nyo dito example dito, meron pa ditong sentence bago yung how to differentiate. Like for example, the researchers, ayan, dugtungan nyo dito, the researchers or the proponents or the researchers trying, example lang to ha, pero kayo mismo gagawa ng sentence nyo. Trying to find out on, like for example, idugtong nyo na dito, how, ayan. Did you follow? You follow, class? So bago yan, mention nyo muna dito, ano ba yung general problems na na-notice nyo after reading those related literatures coming from other studies. Example, na-found out nyo, ay, meron palang difficulties, no? Like for example, na-mention nyo dito, there is a difficulties dito sa statement. Instead na statement of the problem, hindi yan, papalitan nyo yan doon sa sarili nyong words. After reading the related literature, there's a difficulties on trying to look for the performance of particular sorting algorithm, which among those sorting algorithms performs better if they are using the different data sets. So, tas dudugtungan dito. So, the researcher is trying, and so on. Ayan. The researcher is trying to find out on how to differentiate individual sorting algorithms performance under different datasets, characteristics, and problem constraints. So, yun yung parang magiging problem number 1 na kailangan yung isolve. So, you answer that in your objective. Paano nyo isolve yun? Itong gagawin nyo. To analyze the performance of various algorithms and so on. Nakuha nyo? Nakuha nyo, class? Okay. So, yun yung sample, di ba? Kukulayan natin ha. Ito yung minention nyo, di ba? Ayan. Ito yung nasa objective number 1. O, try nyo. Objective number 1. So, yan yung problem ng objective number 1 na sinolve nyo sa objective number 1. Ito. Okay? Ayan. So, kaya meron kang minention dito, kaya meron kang objective na ganito kasi you have a problem related to that objective. Ito, you've mentioned in your introduction, last paragraph. Nakuha nyo? So sa objective number 1 pa lang yan. How about objective number 2? You need to do the same. Nakuha nyo? Create a problem. Ito. Kung ito yung objective number 2 nyo, what is the equivalent problem that you've mentioned dito? So kung meron na yan, you need also to mention, no, ikama nyo dito, o di kaya mention nyo yung another problem. Mention the second problem related to your objective number 2. Nakuha nyo, class? Yan. So, gawin natin tong kulay blue. Ulit. Oh. And so on. Bakit and so on? Kasi itutuloy nyo, mention third problem, no? Mention the second problem kasi ito, kasi kayo na mag-iisip ngayon dyan, no? Kung paano. No, mention second problem kasi binigyan ko na kayo ng sample para sa first problem ito. Kaya kulay violet yan, ang equivalent objective niya, nandito ang sample, number 1. Sa number 2 and so on, ito na yon. Mention the second problem, ayan, and so on. Okay? You need to do the same, no? Dito sa example. So, sa objective yan. Expected output. Dito tayo. Sa objective pala, ito yung mga possible nyo na pwedeng gawin. To identify, to establish, to describe. Ito yung mga pwede nyong gamitin. Ayan. Ito yung mga pwede nyong gamitin dito sa objectives. Kasi dito, to analyze, di ba? To develop, to enhance, to evaluate. Meron pa kayong mga ano dito, sample. Ito, ilagay ko yung sample ha. Ayan, ito yung mga another example. To identify, to establish, so another example to. Another words to use. Nakuha nyo, class? Baka mamaya hindi nyo i-erase yan. Burahin nyo yan pag ginawa nyo na. Kasi guide lang yan. Okay? Another words. Another available words. Yan. Another available words can be used. Can be used in your objectives, to your objective, in your objective. Another available words that can be used, that can be used in your objectives. So, yan yung to start your objectives. Ito yung mga note natin dito na pwede nyong gamitin, no? Na mga words. Hindi yung basta-basta lang kayong gumawa ng objectives. So, may masusundan kayong format. Ayan. So, dito sa nagamit natin, to analyze, to develop, to enhance, to evaluate, meron pa kayo ditong pwedeng gamitin. To identify, to establish, to describe, to determine, to estimate. Ayan. If there are some computations, to develop, to compare. Yan. Okay? Develop when it comes to algorithm, hindi application. Okay? To compare, to analyze, and then to collect. So, ito yung mga possible pa na pwede nyong gamitin when it comes to your objectives. Okay? So, expected outcomes. In your expected outcomes, ito yung mga gagawin nyo. May mention nyo, ano ba yung mga ina-anticipate nyo na magiging result? Ayan. Okay? You follow? Actually, andito na pala. Develop of machine learning models capable of accurate predicting. Ibig sabihin, ito na. May nilagay na ako dito. Anticipate the result of findings with the research, discussion of potential knowledge theory, explanations on how to, ito yon. Example, meron tayong example dito. Identification of key dataset, characteristics, and problem factors influencing. Yeah. Develop a machine learning model capable of accurate predicting, optimization, sorting algorithms, yan, enhancement of sorting. So ito yung mga possible. Ito. Example, ito yon. Ito yung instructions. Tanggalin natin tong ano. Yan yung instructions. Ito yung example. Example na content. Ayan. Okay, example, ito yon. Expected outcomes, ito yung instructions, di ba? Anticipated results of findings. May mention nyo dito, identify the key datasets of factors. Example, ito yung ano. Saan ba yung... Ito tayo. Oh, bakit ganun? Hmm? Okay, sorry for the interruption. No? Bigla nawala yung connection. Can you now see the shared? Okay. Okay. So we have here no the title format. Then in your reference, you need to include no the references kung saan nyo nabasa, like for example references and bibliography. Ito ay pang-anim. So meron tayo ditong for expected outcome is 5. So this is 5. Then 6, references and bibliography. So in your references and bibliography, meron tayong ano dyan, ito. Problem, dito hindi pa naka, ano, no? Nyari ito. Sample lang to, no, na ito yung references nyo na nabasa na. So, lalagay nyo dito, example, ito yung, sample lang yan ha, hindi yan yung actual na kung ano. Sample natin yan, example, ito yung reference nyo. You need to include the open and close slicing operator. Ayan, dito sa start. Tapos, space nyo dito. Dito sa loob, lagyan nyo ng reference number 1. Kunyari, reference number 2. So, for the reference number 2, like for example, open and close ulit, open and close, space. So, ito yung reference number 2. Gaganyan ninyo. Do you follow, class? Or, para mas maganda, ganito nyo, tab. Ayan. Reference number 2, tab. Ayan. Reference number 3, open and close, tab. Ito, tab. Tapos, lagay nyo 3. Okay. Reference number 4, example, tab. Tapos, balik kayo dito sa loob, number 4. Ayan. O, sa sample na to, ayan, reference number 5. So, let's say, reference number 5. Meron pa ba to? Kasama yata to sa 4. O, 4. Ito, reference number 5. Ito. Open and close, tab, tas lagyan nyo dito 5. Pang-anim. May pang-anim pa ba? Wide yung low. Oh. Reference number 6 na yata to. Tab. Reference 7. Oh. Reference 8. Then reference 9. Sample lang to. Of course, meron kayong sariling references na binasa, di ba? So these are the related literatures. Diyan galing yung related literatures nyo from the references. Ay, may isa pa pala ito. Ito pala yung 5. Ito pala yung 5. Then the other one is 6. The next one is 7. Next one is 8. Next one is 9. Next one is 10. Okay. So far, nasundan? Class? Sundan? Okay. So, complete na yung guide ha. Napakalinaw na ng guide ninyo dyan. Okay. So, I'm gonna post no, the guidelines. Ito. Yan ang template number 2. Pinulido na natin yung template number 2. Or tanggalin na natin tong ano para di tayo malito. Ito na yon, template. Ayan, updated. Ito kasing isa, hindi pa to updated. Old version. Ayan, potential impact and benefits. State problem statement. Ay, teka. Introduction, propose, problem statement. Meron pala dito ano. Wait lang muna. Tignan natin tong isa. Title, propose, check. Introduction, check. Problem statement, ito. Parang kulang nga itong isa. Introduction, problem statement, potential impact. So ito yung kumpleto yung nagawa natin. Background of the study. Objectives. Okay, so final natin itong latest update natin. Ito na yung final. Ito. Sample 2 updated. Title, proposal, introduction, sample guide. Ito na yon, may nilagay na tayo dito. So, latest. Ito yung lagyan natin ng latest update. Latest. Okay, so we are going to post this, no? This one under week number... Anong week na tayo ngayon? Week number 3? Am I correct? Tama ba?
Yes po, sir.
Week number 3. So, yan. Latest update. So, ito ay title, proposal, sample. Ayan. Yan ay nasa week number 3. Ang magiging problem nyo ngayon dito kasi um, dapat pala hindi na natin i-per week ang post nito kasi tuloy-tuloy ito eh. Malilito kayo, maghahanap kayo ng weekly per weekly. So ililipat ko to sa labas ng week para di kayo malito, no? Gawa tayo ng another topic nito kasi pag pinasok natin to sa per week, malilito kayo kung saan nyo hahanapin kasi continuous naman yung research nyo eh. So sa labas natin to ilagay. Yan, dito natin ilagay sa pinakataas. Ayaw mo. Sa loob siya ng 18. Lalabas natin siya sa 18. Ayan. Ayaw. No topic na lang. No topic. Ayan. Ayan. So, dito siya sa labas. Lalabas natin. Ito yung sample title. Tapos, ito namang lalabas natin para di kayo malito. Sa no topic yan. Para, ayan. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung una yung gagawin. Ito yung title proposal. Yung una yung gagawin. One. Ngayon, sa sample title, pag nakalimutan nyo how to formulate the title, ito yon sample title for CES. Pero first, ito na yung kasunod. Ayan, una yung gagawin. Okay? Mayroon na tayong guide. So you can also download that. Or gawin natin tong 2. Gawin natin 1 yung sample title. To, yung second nyo na gagawin yan. Propose a title. Pero yung first yung gagawin, ito. Practicein nyo muna yung how to develop. Ayan, ito yung 1. Balik-balikan nyo to, di ba? Kung paano kayo bubuo ng title. But as I've mentioned, hindi nyo kasi mapopropose ito. Hindi nyo kaya makakaya ng gumawa ng title not until you are done with reading of several related literatures. Do you follow? So, yung supposed to be na pina-assignment ko, nasabi nyo, hindi naman pala nabanggit last time, yun pa rin ulit ang gagawin nyo. Talagang magbabasa pa rin kayo ng related literature because you are going to propose a title and 1, 2, 3. So, titignan natin yan. Kung week number 3 tayo ngayon, we will be having week 4, 5, 6. Di ba, 9 ang examination. So, until 8. Kailangan before midterm, no? Before midterm, makakapag-propose na kayo ng title. Okay? So, you have until next week. I'm gonna give you chance to read several, di ba, hanggang next week, week 14. Magbasa kayo ng mga related
Ang
literature
palaban, hindi isi-skip ang mas pinanghang.
starting next, starting today, no? Hanggang next week, week number 14, and then I'm gonna keep on asking you whether meron na kayong nabasang mga related literature. And then, kapag meron na, on week 5, no? Week 5, start na tayo ng checking ng possible title, no? Week 5, lagay tayo dito. Lagay tayo ng note. Ito yung magiging guide nyo, ha. Notes. Lagay natin dito, notes. On week 5, ito, week 5, start of checking title proposal. Start of checking the title Start of checking the title to be proposed. For title proposal. Start of checking the title for title proposal. For title proposal. So meaning, start of checking muna ng title ito bago yung title proposal ninyo. Okay? Yan. Start of checking the title. Sasubmit nyo muna yung title. Check natin. Dito na tayo magsa-start on week number 5. First day and second day. So you still have 1 week para sa readings. So ang start ng checking natin, sino yung makaunang pa-check ng title, umpisa na kaagad natin yan on week number 5. Did you follow, class? You follow? So, yan yon. So, notes. Ito ay notes. So, lagi niyong titignan itong notes. Meron dyan natin ilalagay yung mga guide natin. Kasi kung doon sa stream, natatabunan. So, once you open, pag nalito kayo, buksan agad ang notes, tignan ka agad, ano na nga ba yung kailangang i-prepare. O, meron na tayo ditong laman. Week 5, start of checking the title for title proposal. So, meaning to say, dapat, bago yung week 5, nagbasa-basa na kayo ng mga related literatures. So, meaning, dagdag natin dito, kailangan, so, ang notes natin, from bottom to top, babasahin nyo siya from bottom to top. So, yung nasa top, yun yung pinaka-latest. Sa bottom, before week number 5, read several related literatures, local or foreign. Regardless, no, local or foreign, related literatures and studies. Do you follow? Okay? Ito yung una nyong gawin. Ayan, first. Second, so from bottom to top, ang pagbabasa nyo ng instruction para yung pinaka-latest, yung mababasa nyo nasa taas. Yan. So first, ito yung gagawin nyo. So ito yung ngayon. Ito yung gagawin nyo ngayon. Ayan. Kasi pag week 5 na, dito na tayo, start. Do you follow? Gawin natin tong malaki. Ayan, 16. Okay, so ang gagawin nyo ngayon, ito. Hanggang last day ng week number 4. Read several related literature and study, local or foreign. So kapag nakapagbasa na kayo dyan, under pa rin ito, no, ng number 1, gagawin nyo, mentioned about the study, kung ano yung related study na yon. Mention what the study is all about, what algo, what algorithm being used, how it works, what are the problems, the study is trying to solve. Mention nyo, no? After nyong makabasa nitong related literature and studies, you need to mention ngayon what are the studies all about. Ano bang related sa, anong related literature ba yung binabasa nyo? Especially, of course, related to computer science. Ang focus lang, ang tanong dyan, ano yung focus nyo? What algo, no? Then you need to mention what algorithms being used in that study, how that algorithm works, what are the problems that you notice in that the study is encountering, no? What are the problems the study is trying to solve? Then how they solve the problem, ayan. How the study solve the problem, ayan, the problems. What are those? What are those problems that the study was not able to solve? I-mention nyo rin yon kung ano yung mga problems na hindi na-solve ng study na yon. Okay? So, what are those? So, isa-isahin natin to. No? Mention the study. No? Then, ayan, para hindi kayo malito. Let's say letter A. Ayan. Dito naman, letter B. Then, letter C. How it works. Then, what are the problems? Yan. Are the problems the study is trying to solve? How the study solve the problems? Ayan. Then, i-mention nyo rin what are those problems that the study was not able to solve. And then, you need also to mention the discussions, the result of the study. So ito yung mga guidelines, no? Kapag nagbasa kayo ng related literatures, para alam nyo ano yung mga titignan nyo. Ito yung guidelines. Ayan. Ito yung guidelines, no? Pag hindi yung nagbasa lang kayo, di nyo alam anong gagawin. Did you follow? Did you follow, class? So, kailangan pag nagbasa kayo, alam nyo saan papunta yung pagbabasa nyo. You know what you're looking while reading, no? Kasi kung hindi nyo alam ano yung hinahanap nyo, after you read, hindi mo alam para saan ba yung pagbabasa mo. Nakuha? So, you need to be guided, no? You need to be guided during your related literatures and related studies reading. Ayan. Okay, so ito yung mga titignan nyo na guidelines. Under ng step number 1. Ayan, step number 1, ito yung step number 1. Yan ang gagawin nyo, okay? Step number 2, week 5, start na tayo ng checking. Yun yung mangyayari. Yan. Step number 1 muna kayo. Read several related literature and study local or foreign. Anong gagawin nyo while reading? Ito yon. After reading, ito ngayon yon. After reading, pero of course, several, pag sinabing several, not only one related literature and related study. Marami yon. Did you get the point? The more related literatures and studies you read, the more data you gather. So meaning to say, ang tawag dito, data gathering. Step number 1 is data gathering. Gagather muna kayo ng data or data collections muna or informations gathering muna ang tinatawag nyo dyan. Step number 1. Okay? After reading, ito yung gagawin nyo. You need to mention what are the studies all about, what algorithms are being used, how does it works, what are the problems the study is trying to solve, how does the study solve the problems, and then what are those problems that the study was not able to solve. Nakuha nyo, class? Nakuha? Follow? Okay. So, saan nyo pwedeng hanapin itong what are those problems that the studies was not able to solve? Doon nyo hanapin sa recommendations nila, yung study. Sa recommendations, no? Note, ito, try to look, you can also refer, no? They're trying to solve. You can refer also from the studies recommendations. Recommendation. Yeah, so what are those problems that they're trying, you are not able to solve? You can also refer from the studies recommendations. Pwede nyong makita yung mga problem na hindi nila na-solve doon sa studies recommendation. Ano yan? Sa bandang dulo ng study. And then, you need to ayun, ito na yun yung synthesis. Ito na yung bubuo ng synthesis ninyo, no, after reading. Mami-mention nyo na ano yung study is all about, ano yung problem nila, ano yung mga possible na dapat, bakit nila, what are those problems, how does the study solve the problem, what are those problems that the study was not able to solve, i-mention nyo. Kung related yun sa algo, no, example dyan, they were not able to solve or to meet the objective of producing a high accuracy up to at least 98% of accuracy result of facial recognition. So anong reason bakit hindi nila na-solve yun? Most likely, na-mention nila yon sa results and discussion. So tignan nyo kagad yung recommendations nila, kita nyo, ito yung problem nila. So that way, pwede na kayong makakreate ng proposal kung ano yung gagawin nyo. Did you get the point? Did you follow, class? Hindi kayo makapropose kapag hindi nyo alam kung ano yung problem. So, meaning, ito yung first step. Magbasa-basa muna kayo. Did you follow? Okay, yan. And then, bukod dyan sa first step, kailangan mag-isip kayo ano yung ifo-focus nyo muna. Okay? So, under ng first step, ito, meron tayong step number 1. Ang una dyan, sa step number 1 is decide. Decide nyo muna, ano bang ifo-focus nyo? Decide your thesis writing focus. Decide your thesis writing focus. Ay, sige. Ingat. Sige, ingat. So, una, decide your thesis writing focus. Ano yon? Those are the sample title na pinost natin, di ba? Tignan nyo muna, ano ba i-focus nyo? IoT ba? No? Big data ba? Big data mining ba? Okay? Decide your research or thesis writing focus. Example. Example. Big data mining. So, if you are trying to focus on data mining or big data mining, you need to look for related literature related to data mining. Nakuha nyo? Para alam nyo kung anong related literature ang hahanapin nyo. Did you follow, class? So, you need to decide first, no? Ito muna. Isipin nyo muna to. Decide ano bang ifo-focus nyo. Kung nalito kayo, kung anong ifo-focus nyo, tignan nyo ulit yung title natin. Ito, yung number 1. Ayan. Sample title. O, tignan nyo muna agad dito. Dito, ito yung guide kung ano yung possible na mga research title or research writing ang ifo-focus nyo. Di ba? Pwedeng ito, parallel computing. Ano bang ifo-focus nyo? Parallel computing. Ayan, nandyan na lahat. Kung ano yung ifo-focus nyo, kung nalilito pa. Okay? So, kung nakapili na kayo, balik kayo dito sa notes para sa steps, para di kayo malito. Anong gagawin? Decide your thesis writing focus. Example, big data mining, no? Example lang yan. Ano pang possible? So let's say big data mining. So let's say Internet of Things. So in IoT. Example, IoT. Ano pa ba?
Machine learning, sir.
Machine learning. Ganon. Actually, sample lang to ha. Machine learning. Kayo ang mamili. Kung hindi yung kung anong nilagay ko dito, ayun lang din mismo. And so on. And so on. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Ayan, and so on. Yan ang ito yung pinakauna nyo na gagawin talaga. Step number 1, you need to decide ano yung ifo-focus nyo sa research nyo. Okay? Tapos, ang second, after na nakapag-decide na kayo kung ano, ito yung pangalawa nyong gagawin. Read several related literature doon sa kung ano yung napili yung focus. Nakuha? Malinaw naman yata tayo dyan. Tama? Okay. Then, gawin nyo na to. A, B, C, D, E, F. Gawin nyo na lahat yan. Pagkatapos, on week number 5, start na tayo ng checking. Gagawin nyo na yung nakapost na number 2. Ito, number 2. Yan. Ito na yung gagawin nyo sa week number 5. Gagawa na kayo ng title. Ayan. Nakuha nyo? Ito na. Kaya, ibig sabihin, i-download nyo yung template na ito. Okay? Kasi yan, nandyan na yung kung paano nyo gagawin yung title proposal template. Dahil yon ang titignan natin, itong template na ito, yung number 2, ito yung gagawin natin sa week number 5. Ito. Follow? So, I guess that's all for today, no? Yes, may nagtaas ng kamay.
Ako po, sir. May
Yes.
question lang po. Pwede
Mm.
po kaya, sir, gumamit po ng ano, kasi po 'di ba nabanggit niyo po yung mga possible po na gawin po naming topic po is like sa machine learning po, AI, gano'n. Pwede po
Mm.
kaya ano, Arduino po or hardware?
Pwede kayong mag Arduino or hardware, pero hindi yan yung focus nyo. Hindi yung focus nyo na development ng mismong hardware. Kasi CS kayo eh. Pwede yon. Pero, ang gagawin nyo dyan, anong gagawin nyo sa Arduino? You need to control the data. Hindi yung basta ma-develop nyo lang yung Arduino. Bigyan mo ako ng example. Ano yung balak nyong gawin gamit ang Arduino? Sige. Bigyan mo ako. Sige.
Balak po namin sir sa Arduino po. Katulad po nung marami po kasing nagkukos na sunog po. So, ang focus po namin is about sa plancha po. Tapos yung plancha po, bigla po siyang tatayo pag wala pong humahawak po dun sa plancha. Opo, kasi po, marami po kasing cause ng sunog.
Anong gagawa?
Ayun po yung balak namin sa
Di ba yung
Arduino
plancha
po.
na ganon?
Opo.
Biglang gaganon?
Hindi po sir, meron pong paa po pag nakahiga po yung plancha.
So i-modify nyo yung plancha.
Yes po, gamit po
Mag-
Arduino.
Ang tawag kasi doon, remanufactured.
Hindi naman po mismong plancha po yung focus. Kumbaga hindi po siya nakadikit talaga sa plancha. Detachable po yung paa.
Gagawa kayo ng device na kung saan ikakabit yung plancha, tapos yung device na yon kakabitan nyo ng Arduino.
Opo.
Tapos yung Arduino na yon controlled ng sensor.
Opo.
Na kung ilang minuto nakadapa yung plancha at mainit yung plancha, gagana yung Arduino, itatayo niya yung bracket
Yes po.
na nandoon yung plancha.
Opo.
Nasaan ang CS doon? Kasi timer lang yun, tsaka sensor. Anong
May-
algo? Saan yung ipapasok yung algorithm doon?
Pwede po siguro sir, pumasok yun sa Internet of Things.
Internet of Things.
Kapag siguro nilagyan nila ng sir, ng algorithm na kapag yung temperature is pumasok siya sa certain temperature like sabi nating 100 degrees Celsius, tapos dun siya mag-activate.
So meaning, ang balak nyo habang mayroon kayo dong IoT sensor na nagko-collect ng data, monitored remotely, pero mayroon kayong application, tama?
Yes po. Opo, tama
Oo,
po.
online. Kasi IoT ang balak nyo. So, that IoT device constantly sending data online na monitor ng may-ari.
Opo.
Ngayon, teka, kasi kung ganun kasi, parang mababaw lang eh. Palawakin nyo pa.
Pero pwede po yun sir.
Basta you're working with data, hindi yung development. Yung development nyo kasi, hindi yun yung concern natin. Yung pag-create nyo ng bracket, pag-create ng device, hindi kasi yun ang ipipresent nyo at ipopropose. Part lang yun ng justification na gumagana yung algo nyo. Kailangan may control yung algo nyo doon sa ginawa nyo.
Okay
At
po.
kailangan may prove nyo na accurate nga talaga ang ginagawa ng algo doon sa hardware nyo. In short, ang algorithm mo ang nagdidictate doon sa hardware. Hindi yung sensor lang mismo pero walang algo na nagko-control doon sa hardware. Nakuha?
Opo.
Kung may hardware, kagaya nun. Ang problema kasi dyan, mag-iisip ka paano mo pa i-innovate yon na controlled ng algorithm yung hardware mo? Kagaya nung sa plancha. Ano pa ang pwede nyong gawin doon? Pwede nyong pasukan ng analysis, data processing. Kaso, anong analysis ang pwede nyong ipasok doon kung plancha? Ngayon, anong problem ang pwede nyong isolve doon? Problem ba kung kung isa lang ang namamlansya? Problem ba yon kung sakali? Kaya kailangan may stand? Or baka, isa ba yon sa problem? O baka isa lang yung taga-plancha, siya din yung taga-luto, siya din yung taga-laba. So habang namamlansya siya, nagluluto siya. So para kung nagluluto siya, nakalimutan niya nakadapa, gagana yung device nyo kung sakaling naiwan niyang nakadapa yung plancha. Tama?
Opo.
So yun yung
Ang
parang
main
general
problem lang
problem
po namin, sir, yung sa sunog po.
sa sunog. A general problem yun to avoid no fire, cause of fire. Kaso, madali lang kasi yan eh. Parang kaya siyang gawin ng project lang yun eh. UpDev, kaya na yun sa UpDev project. Kung gusto nyo ganun talaga, mag-innovate pa kayo na dapat controlled ng algo nyo. Ano pa bang balak nyo i-innovate? Pagandahin nyo pa. May bago dapat. May innovations. May advancement. Pero hindi lang development. Dapat algorithm placed around with your developed hardware. May algo dapat nagagana dyan. May data. Mayroong pinaprocess na data. Mayroong ina-analyze na data. Kasi IoT. O kung IoT, nagsisend siya ng data, ang data, you have your application, process the data, anong mga analysis ngayon ang gagawin mo doon sa data na yon? Ngayon, if you include analysis, kailangan isipin mo ngayon, bakit mo gagawin yung mga analysis na yon? Ano ba yung reason? Ano ba yung problem na sinusolve niya kaya kailangan may analysis na ganon? Nakuha? So, meaning, pwede yon. Pero dapat, ang gumagana doon is yung algorithm mo. Okay?
Okay po.
Oo. Isa pa yon. So ngayon, kung medyo nag-alangan kayo ngayon doon, damihan nyo pa yung idea nyo. Dadamihan nyo pa. Ibig sabihin, class, ngayon pa lang, wag nyo munang lituhin kung ano yung i-develop nyo kasi magiging close mind kayo doon sa pagdi-develop eh. Unahin nyo yung steps na kung saan magbasa muna kayo. Pili muna kayo ng title na kung saan malapit yung loob nyo, pero dapat pang CS dito sa pinost natin na title. Okay? Huwag kayong lumayo dito sa pinost na title. Mahihirapan kayo eh. Tapos, yung step number 1, gawin nyo kaagad. Magbasa-basa na agad kayo ng mga related literature. Kasi sa week number 5, doon na natin tignan ang sample proposal nyo kung approve o hindi. Okay? So yes, Irish.
Sir, pwede po ba namin mahingi yung master list po para po ma-finalize yung members po?
You mean hindi nyo pa alam yung mga nyo? Classmates?
I mean po, sir, para po makita kung ilan po lahat.
Dito sa people, ito. Hindi nyo ba kita to?
Bali 53 lang po lahat po ng naka-enroll po sa subject niyo po, sir.
53. Hindi ko pa kasi na-download yung buong master list. By the way, pwede kong i-download, tapos i-post ko na lang dito sa classwork natin. Alam nyo naman sa portal nyo kung enrolled kayo or hindi, tama? Tama ba?
Yes po.
Oo. Doon na lang kayo magbe-base. Pwede rin naman i-post ko dito yung master list siguro by tomorrow. O sige, by tomorrow magpo-post ako ng master list, okay?
Thank you
Yung
po, sir.
yung groupings nyo pala na instruct ko na kayo, di ba? Para dito. So wala pang nag-post, no? Ano nga yung instruction ko sa groupings?
Three members.
Oh, 3 members. Sige, habang walang klase, mag-groupings na kayo, no? Mag-groupings na kayo. So, class president ang pipili or si class president dito sa stream, mag-post na kayo si class president ang magmo-monitor ng groupings. I-post niya dito sa stream. Class president, can you raise your hand?
Sir, si Kay po yung president.
Okay, si Kate. Kate. Si Kate? Okay.
Sige sir, kahit ako na lang po.
Dito lang sa sa stream para mabilis nating makita, ha? Pwede namang May group na ba tayo? Wala pa, no? FB?
Sir, meron na po. Na-add ko na rin po kayo sa GC po
Oo.
namin.
Kaso ang problema kasi, ano? Problema ako dyan sa pag-access ng group kasi pumapatong halo-halo na yung sa ano nakakalito na. Kaya dito na lang talaga sa ano, sa Google Classroom natin. Dito na lang ako titingin talaga sa ano, sa stream. Aabangan ko na lang dito yung group, no? Group with 3 members kasi dito ako magbe-base, ilalagay ko, ililipat ko sa Excel. Okay? So siguro titignan ko 'yan by week 4, last day ng yung second meetings natin ng week number 4 kasi sa week number 5 tayo mag-checking ng title, start ng checking, 'di ba? Start ng approval ng title. Okay? Malinaw? So abangan ko na lang 'yon. Okay. So I guess that's all for today. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day and see you by next meeting. Yes, may nagtaas pa ng any question?
Sir, pwede po mag 6 members sa soft 10 subject?
Soft-eng?
Opo.
Ang dami na nung 5. Hanggang 5 na tayo, maximum.
Sige po, sir. Thank you.
Maximum of 5. Pwedeng lower than 5, pero wag nang mag greater than 5. Ay, teka. Siguro mangyayari lang yung 6 kapag wala na talagang mapupuntahan ng member. Ganun lang. Pero kung may nakita akong member of 6 pero mayroong isang group na 4, dapat pupunta yung pang-anim doon sa group na 4 para maging 5. So ganun yon. So ibig sabihin, maximize mo muna yung 5 members. Sa SOFENG yun ha. Maximize muna yung 5 na members. Tapos kung may isa na talagang naiwan na wala na mapuntahan, tsaka lang yun pupunta sa 4 members, 5 members para maging 6. Okay? O basta ganun. So dito naman sa thesis, abangan ko na lang dito sa stream. Sa SOFENG, ganun din. Sa stream din, ilalagay yung mga group. Okay? So once again, thank you for joining. Have a nice day and see you next meeting. God bless us all, class.